We have all encountered them. Those individuals whose presence feels heavy, whose energy seems to drain the environment. These are often referred to as low-vibration people. Your behaviors, attitudes, and thoughts operate on a frequency that pulls others down, subtly or openly, affecting the atmosphere and energy around you. Unlike a sudden storm, its impact is silent but persistent. They thrive on negativity, manifesting emotions such as jealousy, resentment, or apathy. Upon coming into contact with such individuals, you may feel an overwhelming sense of exhaustion, confusion, or even doubt about your own path. This is not just imagination in action. Many believe that low-vibration people can hinder personal growth, block opportunities, and, in the worst cases, lead others into cycles of fear and despair. Have you ever felt that someone's energy is bringing you down? Don't let low-vibration people drain your vitality. Press that subscribe button and turn on notifications to learn how to protect your energy and maintain control of your emotional well-being. Let's overcome negativity together. In relationships, low-vibration individuals can be especially toxic. They may cling to others, hoping to fill an emotional void they are unwilling to confront within themselves. These people often use manipulation, whether through guilt or emotional blackmail, to keep others tied to them. The result is often one-sided relationships, where the low-vibration person receives much more than they give, leaving their partner, friend, or family member emotionally exhausted. The issue is not just that these individuals exist, but that they often do not recognize the impact of their behavior. They may not see themselves as low-vibrational, often considering themselves just unlucky or misunderstood. This lack of self-awareness makes them even more difficult to deal with, because they are not actively seeking to change or improve their energy. Instead, they continue to spiral downwards, affecting everyone around them. A theory suggests that low-vibration energy, when uncontrolled, feeds on the emotional and spiritual energy of others. Pessimism, constant complaints, and emotional manipulation create conflicts and disturbances, attracting those who are unaware of the power that this negative energy possesses. Over time, this influence can sow division in relationships, turn peaceful environments into toxic ones, and drain the vitality of those around you. Curiously, ancient texts and mythologies often warned about the existence of such dark forces. In Roman mythology, the Bstriga, a type of witch, was believed to drain the life force of others, very similar to the more familiar legends of vampires from medieval Europe. Although these are just stories, they reflect the very real experience of dealing with individuals who seem to pull others into emotional or spiritual darkness. These old warnings were, in essence, a reflection of the same concerns we face today. Some people, through their negativity, can disturb the harmony of those around them. Low-vibration people may not even realize the impact they have. They often see themselves as victims of unfortunate circumstances, constantly focused on what is wrong in their lives or in the world. The inability or unwillingness to recognize their role in their misery makes it difficult for them to break free from their negative patterns. As a result, they often drag others into their emotional web, manipulating those close to them with guilt, emotional blackmail, or constant dependency. His negativity, disguised as helplessness, often makes others feel responsible for his misery, trapping them in one-sided relationships that drain them emotionally and spiritually. This domino effect extends beyond individual relationships. The more time you spend around low-vibration individuals, the more their negative energy spreads, often without being noticed at first. What may start as a subtle frustration or sympathy for their struggles can evolve into a deeper emotional fatigue, as if the very life force is being drained. Avoiding or controlling the impact of low-energy people in your life can be challenging, but it is essential for maintaining your emotional and mental well-being. Here are 8 practical strategies to help you manage their influence while protecting your energy. Set clear boundaries. One of the most effective ways to control the impact of low-vibrational people is by setting firm boundaries. Boundaries define how much emotional or physical space you're willing to give to others and what behavior you are willing to tolerate. When dealing with negative individuals, it's important to communicate your limits clearly. This may involve limiting the amount of time you spend with them or setting conditions on the types of conversations you're willing to engage in. For example, if someone tends to dwell on negativity, you can gently redirect the conversation by saying, "I understand you're going through a tough time, but I need to focus on solutions rather than problems." By establishing these boundaries, you protect yourself from being constantly drawn into their negative mindset. Limit exposure. While it's impossible to completely avoid negative individuals in some situations, such as work or family, it is possible to limit your exposure. If you can't avoid contact entirely, try to reduce the time you spend with them. This could mean declining unnecessary social gatherings or reducing the frequency of your interactions. You may not be able to cut someone out of your life completely, but you can control how much of your energy is spent on them. When you notice that their negativity is starting to affect your mood, it's a signal to take a step back. Create breaks for yourself by spending time alone, engaging in activities that recharge your energy, or surrounding yourself with people who bring positivity. Use emotional detachment. Emotional detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about others, but it does mean that you protect yourself by not absorbing their negative emotions. Practice viewing their behavior objectively without letting it emotionally drain you. Remind yourself that their problems are not yours to solve and that you don't have to internalize their negativity. Visualizing a protective shield around yourself or practicing deep breathing exercises can help when you're in a situation where it's difficult to avoid the person. These techniques allow you to maintain emotional distance while still being present in the conversation. Surround yourself with positive influences. Low vibrational people often thrive on pulling others into their negative world. To counterbalance this, it's crucial to fill your own life with high vibrational people and activities. Positive influences can act as a buffer against the negativity you encounter. Seek out friends, mentors, or communities that inspire growth, creativity, and joy. Being around positive energy helps reinforce your emotional resilience and keeps your vibration elevated, making it harder for negativity to seep in. In addition, engage in activities that naturally boost your energy levels, such as exercise, hobbies, or mindfulness practices. The more connected you are to things that uplift you, the easier it becomes to handle low-energy people when they enter your space. Redirect the conversation. When low-vibrational people begin to spiral into negativity, a useful technique is to redirect the conversation to a more positive or solution-oriented topic. This not only prevents the conversation from dragging you down, but also subtly encourages the other person to shift their perspective. Ask questions like, "What do you think could make this situation better?" Or, "What have you learned from this experience?" By framing the conversation in a positive light, you set the tone for healthier communication. Practice self-care. Maintaining your own emotional health is vital when dealing with low vibrational people. Practice self-care regularly to keep your energy high. This can include simple activities like going for walks, meditating, engaging in creative hobbies, or journaling. Self-care activities help you recharge emotionally and mentally, making you less vulnerable to the draining effects of others' negativity. It's also important to regularly check in with yourself. After interacting with a low-energy person, assess how you feel. If you notice you're more tired or anxious, take time to do something restorative, whether that's a few minutes of quiet reflection or a fun, distracting activity. Say no without guilt. It can be difficult to say no, especially if you feel obligated to help or support the person. However, constantly saying yes to a negative person's demands can drain your energy quickly. It's okay to protect yourself by setting limits and learning to say no without feeling guilty. Politely but firmly refusing unreasonable requests or stepping away from toxic conversations is a way of reclaiming your emotional power. You don't have to explain yourself in great detail. A simple, "I'm sorry, I can't do that right now," is often enough. Remember, protecting your well-being is just as important as offering support to others. Trust your intuition. Your gut feeling can often alert you when someone's energy is affecting you negatively. Trust your intuition to guide you in situations where you feel drained or uncomfortable. If something feels off in an interaction, it's likely because your energy is being pulled in a negative direction. By paying attention to these internal signals, you can take action early. Whether it's stepping away from a conversation, limiting your exposure, or protecting your energy in other ways. Empower yourself through positive affirmations. To maintain emotional strength around low vibrational people, use positive affirmations regularly. Affirmations like, "I am in control of my own energy," or "I protect my peace and well-being," can reinforce your emotional resilience. When faced with negative influences, repeat these affirmations to remind yourself that you have the power to manage your emotions and reactions. In the end, whether you believe in energy fields or vibrations or not, the impact of toxic individuals is undeniable. Protecting your peace of mind, guarding your personal space, and consciously choosing uplifting connections can create a shield against the subtle yet powerful influence of low-vibration people. Although we cannot always avoid them, we can strengthen ourselves by focusing on our personal growth and maintaining our inner light, even in the face of those who operate on darker frequencies. You have the power to protect your peace and stay uplifted, even in the presence of negativity. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more ways to elevate your energy and live a positive, balanced life. Drop a comment below. How do you handle negative influences